Kiss Nation, are you ready to rock? I am here with a new Steven Universe review. The episode is Story for Steven. And plot summary first, it's pretty simple actually. Steven is spending the night with his dad, Greg, in the van. He spots a picture of him and this strange guy he's never seen before, named Marty, who's dead to him. And he asks him to tell the story of him, how Marty had sort of an indirect way of bringing him and Rose together. So we go right into the past, where Greg is performing at a show that he was performing at Beach City, his one-man rock band show, where, like said in the episode Laser Light Cannon, the only person who showed up is Rose. They hit it off, but she disappears when Marty and his groupie girlfriend shows up out of his van. And he tries to follow him. He tries to follow her. He follows her to the beach where there's this giant statue lady thing at the side of the mountain. That's where he comes across Amethyst. And Greg climbs the fence and discovers the crystal gems and Rose. They hit it off, and he wants to tell her that, you know, he asks her, you know, he can see her at, you know, his next show. Crystal gems are a little, like, dicey about, you know, him getting to know them. But anyway, he wants to come back. Marty's insistent that they just keep on touring and keep plugging away, and wants him to just forget Rose and just pay attention to whatever groupies that come along. But Greg is in love, and, you know, he won't have, you know, this misogynist talk because women are people. And he realizes that Marty's kind of ripping him off and being a complete asshole to him. And when you think about it, he's kind of pimping him out, actually. He's taking most of his money. He's being very harsh to him. He's basically using him. So he kicks him out of his van, which is actually his. Glad to hear that. And he drives back to go see Rose. That's when they really officially fully bond. And she's wearing his t-shirt that he gave her. We cut back to the present, and, you know, Steven and Greg are just, you know, adorable, whereas Steven's very happy to hear this part of the story. Alright, this is a great episode. Now, this is one of those episodes a lot of us dorks have been anticipating. We looked on the site, we cheated, and looked ahead, like, what are the episodes coming? And this is definitely one that I know I and a lot of other people were thinking were going to be harsh, tearjerker, but instead, this is a really happy episode, and why not? These characters are in their younger days and kind of peaking, and he is happy. He meets this wonderful woman. She meets him, and the gems are generally just happy people. So it's a really sweet episode. I guess you could say it's a little bittersweet because you know what kind of path all these characters would be taking. But good Lord, here's the thing: I never thought that she met Greg when he was young. We've seen that picture of them a couple of times, of him being older with that hot dog in his mouth and looking gross. Yeah, you forget, yeah, she's immortal, so she met him when he was like, I don't know, like 20 or something like that. And he is youthful and optimistic and full of talent and full of heart. And that's a little sad in and of itself. We also get to see the Crystal Gems, sort of 80s version here, with their adorable 80s looks. Pearl in her leg warmers, and Amethyst with her short hair, and looking kind of childlike, actually. And of course, you know, all three are just adorable. And there's that little spark of jealousy that Pearl seems to have when Rose seems to be enamored of Greg, where she has that line of like, I could sing too. Causing the others to laugh. It's a very funny, cute moment. Marty is an interesting character. We've never seen any kind of hint at his existence, or at least not that I've seen. The show could probably have sneaky pics here and there in episodes. But he's an interesting guy. I mean, he literally is pimping Greg. He's kind of a jerk, and I saw instant people talking about this on Tumblr, and yeah, it seems kind of possible. I mean, he looks a lot like sour cream, and I don't know if the age time is right. If this is the 80s, that's probably not going to work out, but if you can make an argument this is actually mid-90s, or time is a little fluxy, yeah, that's possible that sour cream's mom, he was banging in the van while Greg was performing. Yeah, it could happen, man. That would be interesting. We're definitely learning more about these side characters like the cool kid, so I'm sure that'll be, I don't know, it could be revealed, or maybe it'll just be left up to our imagination and all us dorky fans who like to obsess about every little detail in the show, where we can just put it together ourselves. That's one of the things I like so much about the show. It allows us to do that. I'm trying to think if I have anything else really about the episode. No, this was a really great episode. What I thought we were going to get a tearjerker, and of course the series once again subverts our expectations and gives us really kind of a joyful episode. And frankly, we probably deserved it. I think that's it for now. This episode is excellent. You should check it out. Even if you haven't seen any episodes of Steven Universe, I think you can probably get away with watching this and really enjoying it for what it is. I think that's it, so push the button, Lindsay.